$17. We're 10 seconds behind. Excuse me. Alright. So we made our way to Maker's End, which is another Karja territory. Or is this Oseram? Are we Oseram? This is a... Oh? Say again? Okay, yeah. We're in a Karja territory. Yeah, this is the Sundom. Yep. Down there is a little arena, and we just watched a small battle that wasn't really featured or anything. We had a small animation scene when we walked up, to which she looked down, and that was, saw that. That was about it. So it's a really cool arena going on in here. I do believe we get to participate. And that's going to be a really tough battle. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to deal with a bunch of arrows. I'm sure if I buy a few more of these, I can get a really good suit out of it. Okay, I'm gonna need the arrow breaker.
Sure, the cards are a little ostentatious, but they throw on you like a forge blush.
Stop it, boy. One more step, and you'll deliver yourself to the very powers that seek your death.
They're wearing focuses. That much is true.
You'll have your reckoning, I promise. But not yet.
He's right. It's not the time.
So this voice that we haven't identified yet has been talking to us through our focus. He seems to know a lot of stuff. He knows exactly where we are and exactly what we're doing. So he's watching everything we're doing through our focus, which is really an invasive piece of privacy. But he seems to be wanting to help. So she's listening to him with the idea of, who the fuck are you? Not exactly sure why I was led there, or if I was even led there. I don't know why I was there at all. I'm not even sure what my quest is right now. Go to Maker's End and search for clues to the unknown woman's identity. Who was she? Okay, I was in Maker's End. That was Maker's End, right? No, I'm in Maker's End now. Okay, well, if that's my territory thing, I think I was pushed in there, to be honest, because at some point in the story I'm gonna have to go there. But I was fighting up against two, what are they called? Saw cats, whatever they're called. Saber, what are they called again? Fuck. Shadow cats? Not shadow cats. A sawtooth, okay? It's going up against two sawtooths, 3 tramplers, I think there was 3 or 4 of those birds. Where are they? The little ostrich ones. There we go. Long legs. So, all at the same time. And I was like, nah. So I ran, and I went over there to get away from them. And they're all out there. As soon as I tried to run away from one, another one came up. I think I killed... There was a couple... I think there was a broadhead or 2 in there as well. And I killed one of those. And at the very end, he chased me to a dead end. And I had to fight my way out. And he was the only one there. So everybody else kind of bailed.
She's my mother. Why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Norland. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You? Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course. Before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better. But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
And one of these? Who is he and how does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that?
An old one. A lot of the names that you hear about in the tribe of the Nora are like variations of words that relate to metal. We're in a metal world, metal nature, machine world. Aloy is a play on words of alloy. Rost is another name for, rust. So they're kind of taking a Dragon Ball Z turn with it, with Trunks and Vegeta, Piccolo. Trunks and Bulma, like bloomers and shorts. They're talking about shorts. Oh shit! Oh fuck! He shot his own motherfucking guy. Not shot him, but hit him.
Gotcha present.
Fuck. I'm gonna save just in case.
Chase it.
Firing can be a little tricky on this, because if you're turning or moving while you're shooting, it affects the course of the arrow. So I have to be either really still or take into account what I'm doing. And if you want to see this, I'll kind of waste some arrows on it. But you can see the turn in the fire, and to see it better as I'm turning, you can see that curve as I'm walking, whereas it would be a straight shot. Oh, it's a straight shot anyway. Now there is an option to pick up these weapons. Some of them do fall off of machines, and you can utilize them in the battle, but carrying them isn't always the best course of action, because they do slow your movement. But it's still a very powerful attack. And Thunderjaws have them, and they fall off. These are machines. I see. Now I know how you see me. A watcher? Got him.
I'll find a use for you.
Now I'm moving through these areas based off of what I'm seeing as far as pickup items. Picking up herbs keeps your health and your supplies in stock. 'Cause some of these flowers are actually useful in making weapons. Like the basic weapons. Not weapons, but like ammo. And it could be the most basic as, you know, whether or not I have these pieces to make the ammo that I need in a battle that gets tricky if I'm not taking the time to forage, you know, as needed. Let's get a scan of the area. That is a bandit camp, looks like. Pretty sure if I check the map, it'll say bandit camp. Yep. I have to go through some broadheads. I got quite the ways to go. Along the way, there'll be an equipment thing, so let's mark that. But let's get to a save point first. I'm not worried about broadheads, so I'll be okay. But I'm moving along the river because this is where the flowers grow. Usually. You'll find more flowers and herbs for your health along the riverbanks. That's a tip from the game. So, don't always stick to the roads. You'll find some, like we're here, on a road. Some. Okay, I just heard the jingle. There it is, okay? Woo!
Save these for the trail.
Back. I'm not quite sure if I saved or not. Off the top of my head, I should be able to know whether or not. Oh, memory issues. They're boxed in. Come on. Hit them once. Hit them once. Oh, that is an interesting effect. I hit him in the leg and caused him to trip. I never really thought about utilizing that. Oh, this guy's got everything. Now, I do have one of each weapon in my Blast sling. These are different. Huh. I take that back. What do I need? A lance horn heart and a charger heart. Let me look at these symbols. Okay, it's kind of an explosion, then a spiky, then a barrier. This is different. This is not the same. Huh. Do I have this one? 4 modifications. Is mine 4? Yo. Oh my god! Upgradable weapons. I gotta memorize where this guy is at. Or, you know, usually it's the same shit at everybody. Okay, so this guy right here. There's a merchant. So I gotta be picking up the pieces off of these guys. Hopefully get some hearts. Charger. What is a charger?
Good for an old remedy.
I have the...
Right where he said it would be.
Give me a rope caster. I don't care about the rope caster.
Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him. All these rods. What do the other ones do here?
Oh shit. Holy fuck. Oh shit. I can do this. Oh shit.
Got you.
What the fuck?
Let shadow enfold you.
your fire!
Some of these guys have potions on them. I can utilize that. Come on, give me some potions.
These dig sites, they're massive.
Alright. I managed to get that corruptor out of here, so I didn't have to focus on him. He was a big chunk of that battle. He causes massive interruptions.
Hello?
And he's more unpredictable than everybody else. So I ran away and got him out of the equation. And I will come back to it. Here he comes again. I see it. Draw these guys out one at a time and doing myself a favor. Also not using the right bow. I keep a distance on them. Now that I know nobody's behind me. Roll! Ah, roll too soon. Fuck. This guy's supposed to be weak to fire. I'm supposed to, like, disable him if he gets caught on fire. But these disabling mechanisms are not working as well in ultra hard. So they're harder to disable altogether. They don't fall down as easy. I'm sure there's some kind of programming mechanism in that with the game. Alright, he's down. This is going to make everything a lot easier to deal with. Quick shot. Now, if I'm just dealing with humans, this is gonna be easy. Oh. Ugh. I'm getting some really good shots on these walkers now. Trying to get the hang of the controls. Oh. This next part coming up, I'm gonna change my armor. I am going to be keeping a distance. Maybe I should just keep with this. There's a lot of stuff I'm not ready for coming up, so...
Has to be one of the Deathbringers everyone talked about. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
You healing and fighting at the same time is actually really hard in this game because it requires time to heal for you to consume the potion in a way, so it just kind of freezes you and all your shit just doesn't work.
Time to get it moving and be quick about it. No daydreaming.
Has to be one of the Deathbringers Owen talked about. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
I'll handle it.
What the fuck? Come on!
Seems blasting up. I wonder if those sleep bullets.
I do have a safe spot right here away from that machine, so I guess this is where I'm going to be utilizing my attack, my pierced arrows. That's it?
I can't spare the weight.
That was all? I shot it in the gun. It shut down the whole machine. I resolve this by dropping all green things. Green is not worth it. Blue is just kind of an afterthought. I don't... take the bigger one. I did just discover the opportunity to expand my modifications on all my weapons, so modifications will be something I need to hold.
Come out, and I'll make it quick.
Oh, I see. There's somebody still alive.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. The Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
What was I doing? Crafting. I need potions. Getting better. I do recall that taking me a lot harder, a lot more time in my first attempts.
It's tight, but I can squeeze through.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
What?
Dr. Sobak, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farr. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds? 350,000? That's hundreds of years ago? That's thousands. That's hundreds of thousands of years ago. Hundreds of years ago. I don't think she just fathomed the amount of time that has passed. Okay. God damn it.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged
You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Yep. So this is our first dive into like the actual history of the ground, you know, previous civilization. The only real instance that we got before was when we were a child and fell into the when Ayla was a child and fell into the ruins. Why this stuff is down here? Like I don't know, whatever. Metal shards, I guess. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. This is the origin of all that stuff. But these ruins, you know, contain the history and the source of all the machines. Sorry, I just got into a weird spot. So this is where we're learning the most. Most we got before, when she fell in the ruins before, was finding out people were killing themselves. They were kind of like, fuck this, you know, I'm choosing my way out, and a guy shot himself in the video. And then a little video of a guy saying, happy birthday to you, to his son. So, we don't know much. Now we just found out that this machine thinks we're Dr. Sobek. Elizabeth Sobek, which we look like. So, we can derive as players that we are clones of this woman. So it's pretty... a clone or a daughter of some sort. But it's at 99.47% of a duplicate of, you know, that DNA. If we were her child, it would be approximately 50% or more. We would have that much similar DNA, because there would be mixed DNA with another human being, in which case somewhere above 50%, likely. Because we are both humans, yeah. I don't know what the actual definition, actual percentage would be of a DNA match, but 99.47 pretty much proves.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved.
Oh, thank God.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Pretty much they just fucking ran everything. There's nothing to review. They were big enough to cause a global scale.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction, I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why? The air. There's no smell to it, not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
Aloy's pretty much summing it up for everybody.
But I could get through.
This complaint sounds interesting. Hey, reception, if that is your real name, I want to know who scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds. That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain. Because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right. Combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with what? That's right. That's right again. Combat machines. Which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile, and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Fredkin, to you. Bye. So these people were encouraging the fight that brought out the combat machines. Of course. Sales people. Ugh, please don't tell me I have to do a puzzle. There's always a puzzle on these sons of bitches. There it is.
I can use that as a
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today.
Looks like I can climb here. Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil. The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance.
That's a corruptor.
It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add
Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor.
Yep.
Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were farm machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
So now we know for sure this company has been creating the robots that we fight against. And now we also know that these war machines that are being mentioned are being corrupted by the Shadow Karja, which is the group that's been enforcing these robots against me, against us.
It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hartz Timor Energy Combine. Now I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this...
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Thank God she was on Nora. Let's read this. Alrighty, from Stacy Anders to Robert Rescher. Subject, Dolphin Fid. Bob, another problem to add to your big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Banda Sea captured video of a Hearts Timor Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Puala Watar. On a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happened inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Ew. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. The prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. So, the robot started going out of control. Where's my pen? Hang on. It was right here the whole time. Haha. So the robot started going out of control. And then they're now reportedly
All it takes is a few good handholds.
being witnessed
Alright.
being mass murders of an extinct, or,
Know what we'll find.
you know, an almost extinct creature. So,
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes.
Convenient.
I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
it's her.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
You're killing robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I...
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots. she defeated them. The world of the Old Ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the Old Ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question?
Another robot related name.
If you're so smart, why do you know so little after a lifetime scratching around in the dirt? It's not my fault you're bad at what you do. I came to these ruins looking for Elizabeth Sobek, not because of the things she did centuries ago, but because people are trying to kill me right now, today. I've got bigger problems to deal with than your crap.
Congratulations. You just graduated from whining to throwing a temper tantrum. I'm sure Elizabeth would be proud. You need to get a grip on yourself and start thinking straight. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The old one's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
I'm done with you.
You're insufferable, you know that?
I'm sorry.
Let's get on with this.
I was waiting for that to
Elizabeth
end.
told
I know the
Ted
story.
Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up these days. U.S. Robot Command next. Dawn, secret of Zero Dawn.
Oh. It actually is pretty cool getting out of this place.
Snowfall stopping.
There are better exits from these places. And, rat. You can kill a rat. You have to shoot it though. Got it! Tiny meat. We got a long way to go. It's like 37,000 steps. Let's find a save point. Is there one along the way? There'll be one along the way. Charger? We do need 2 charger lenses. We have not taken. We only have checkpoints to go on. Shit.
Come here, look at me. You have to stop crying. Okay? Come here right now. Look at mommy for a minute. Stop crying right now, okay?
Taking a break.
Are you crying? No.